अगर आप एक सैलरीड पर्सन है और आपके पास फॉरेन एसेट्स है तो आपको ITR 2 भरना होगा फॉर डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ सच फॉरेन एसेट्स. Foreign assets mean any holding outside India on properties, bank accounts, securities and shares of foreign company. अगर हम फॉरेन कंपनी के शेयर्स की बात करें तो हमारे दिमाग में कुछ सवाल आते हैं, जैसे दिस शेयर्स आर पार्ट ऑफ माई सैलरी एंड आई ऑलरेडी पेड टैक्स ऑन दैट, या आई परचेज थ्रू बाय माई टैक्सेबल सैलरी, या इन पे कोई गेन भी नहीं हुआ है मुझे. देन वाई आई नीड टू डिक्लेयर दैट फॉरेन एसेट्स इन ITR 2? Because as per Income Tax Act, a resident required to disclose his foreign assets irrespective of their income. This is just a declaration. There is no extra tax liability as you have purchased through your taxable income. And foreign asset disclose नहीं करने पे there might be penalty of 30 to 90% of your foreign assets value and imprisonment of up to 7 years. So it's better to declare all foreign assets in ITR filing. तो अब सवाल आता है how to file ITR 2. तो इस वीडियो में मैं आपको स्टेप बाय स्टेप ITR 2 का फाइलिंग प्रोसेस बताने वाली हूँ, जिससे आप अपना ITR 2 इजीली फाइल कर सकेंगे. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड ITR 2 किन्हें भरना है. हियर इज द लिस्ट हु रिक्वायर्ड टू फाइल ITR 2 एंड इन सिंपल लैंग्वेज वी कैन से अ पर्सन और HUF जिन्हें बिजनेस और प्रोफेशन से इनकम नहीं है या जिन्हें ITR 1 एप्लीकेबल नहीं होता है, उन्हें ITR 2 फाइल करना है. Here I am taking example of a salaried person who have income from salary, capital gain and foreign income as dividend. And person also hold foreign assets like shares of US company. Now these documents are required for filing of ITR 2. Form 16, 26AS, AIS, investment proof, capital gain loss statement, statement and certificate of foreign income and deduction of foreign tax and foreign assets information. The most important thing about foreign assets, हमें वो सारी एसेट्स दिखानी है जो हमने 2022 में या उससे पहले खरीदी है, बट हमने उसको 2022 में होल्ड किया है या उसको हमने सेल कर दिया है. एंड द लास्ट, हमें सारा डेटा INR में फिल करना है रिगार्डिंग फॉरेन एसेट्स एंड फॉरेन इनकम, जिसके लिए हम टेलीग्राफिक ट्रांसफर बाइंग रेट यूज़ करेंगे, जिसका लिंक मैंने आपको बिलो डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिया है. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू फाइल ITR 2.
Let's file ITR 2. Log in to your income tax website. There is option file your return for the year ended on 31st March 2023 for the assessment year 23-24. Click on file now. If this option is not reflecting on your website, then go to e-file head in income tax return. Click on file income tax return. Select the assessment year. Select the mode of filing. Here I am selecting online. Click on continue button. Click on start new filing. Click on individual. Then continue. Select ITR form. Here I am clicking on ITR 2. Proceed with ITR 2. Click on let's get started. In this, select the filing reason. Here I am selecting first. As per our example, taxable income is more than basic exemption limit. Click on continue. Here schedules are divided in 5 categories. Some schedules are mandatory and some we need to select as per our applicability. Here I am selecting based on our example, in which we have salary income, short-term capital gain, long-term capital gain and foreign assets. Now the first category is general. Here part A is mandatory. This is general information. Don't click on continue button until you select schedules from all 5 categories. The next one is income. Here I am selecting salary schedule, capital gain, schedule 112 for long-term capital gain, OS for other source income, interest and dividend income. Here I am selecting SI, FSI and TR schedules because I have income from foreign assets like dividend income from foreign company. And based on your income, you can also select HP head for house property income, VDA for cryptocurrency and EI for exempt income like agriculture income. Next is deduction. Here I am selecting ATD for medical and 6A for ATC and other exemptions. You can also select ATG and ATGGA if you have done any donation. Next is tax. These 5 heads are mandatory as we have salary income and TDS deducted by company. And the last schedule ESOP. This is applicable on tax deferred on ESOP. Click on others. Here also majorly schedules already selected. I am selecting schedule FA since we need to declare foreign assets. If you have total income more than 50 lakh, then you need to select AL schedule. Then click on continue. Again continue. Again click on continue. In this we need to select tax regime. Here I am clicking on no since going with old tax regime. Then click on continue button. There are some set of questions you need to answer based on your applicability. If you don't answer, then by default answer will be no. Here I am selecting HRA and LTA for claiming exemption and writing the amount. Then click on continue. Here I am clicking yes for ATC, for ATD and ATTTA. You can also select ATCCD for pension scheme, ATE for loan on higher education and ATG for donation. And if you are eligible for any other deduction, go through this sheet and write the amount. I am selecting no, then click on continue button. Now we need to fill all schedule which we have selected. Click on part A, general information. Here we need to provide personal information, contact details, filing status. In filing status, we need to select 139(1). New tax regime, I am clicking on no. Your residential status is yes, then I am going with first condition. There are also some set of questions you need to answer based on your applicability. Then click on save. Next one is bank details. Here you need to provide bank details for any refund and confirm. And next is schedule salary. Click on the schedule salary. Here we need to provide breakup of the salary. For filling data in salary schedule, first we will see our form 16. So this is a dummy form 16. Here I am using the same example of my last video of form 67. Salary is 19 lakh. The salary breakup is this. Here allowances which are not eligible for exemption, I clubbed them all in other allowances. And one most important thing, if salary breakup is not available in your form 16, then take year to date data of March salary. The total perquisites value 3,50,000, received gift of 20,000 and shares of 3,30,000. This is the LT exemption and HRA exemption. So the standard deduction of 50,000, professional tax, and now gross total income. Now we will fill all data in schedule salary. Here you need to click on add details of breakup. I already filled data here, the basic 10 lakh, HRA, LTA and other. If you want to add another, then click on add button. The value of perquisites, here I selected 2. If you have any other, click on the add button. Then click on save. Next is allowances under section 10. Here I took HRA and LTA. If you want to edit, click and edit and write the amount and save. The next is deduction under section 16. This is a standard deduction. This will come automatically. The professional tax 2400. Click on save and confirm. Now the next is schedule capital gain. Click on it. Section 11A for short-term capital gain on equity and mutual fund. Section 112A long-term capital gain on equity and mutual fund. Here I selected 2. If you have any other type of capital gain, then select as per nature of your capital gain and continue. 1A for short-term capital gain. For short-term capital gain, we need to provide consolidated data. Here I already filled the detail. Hence clicking on edit button, you click on add button. Here I fill data from downloaded statement of trading account. So this is my capital gain statement. The short term, the total buy value, total sell value and expenditure incurred for trading. And this is my short term capital gain. The same data I am using for filing. Full value of consideration is total sell value. Cost of acquisition is total cost of buying. The total expenditure for trading. And this is the capital gain. Loss to be disallowed under section 94. Here loss on that shares will be disallowed on which you received dividend and sold the shares at lower price. Now the save. And the next is long-term capital gain 112A. Click on view schedules. You need to click on add button. So there are 2 options before and after. After 31st January, we need to provide consolidated data, and for before 31st January 2018, we need to provide separate data for each trading of shares or mutual fund. First, we are taking example of after 31st January 2018. We need to fill total cost of purchase, total expenditure incurred and total sell value. And the calculation is same as we have done in short-term capital gain, and save the details. And for on or before 31st January, click on add button. For on or before 31st January, we need to provide separate data for each trading, and we also need to provide fair value on 31st January 2018. ISNI code mostly not available for shares, but it's available for mutual fund. So if it is not available, we need to write IN not available. The name of shares, the dummy name I'm giving here, the number of shares 10, selling price per share is 200, the cost of acquisition of shares is 1000. This is total buying value of 10 shares. The fair market value per share on 31st January 2018 is 150. The expenditure incurred 10 rupees. So in this, capital gain equal to selling price minus purchase price or fair price, whichever is higher. So fair value is also important for calculation of capital gain. Then click on the save button. If you have number of transaction for before 31st January 2018, then you can use CSV template to fill data in CSV file. Click on download template. I'm using the same example which I explained you. So A for after 31st January 2018 and B for before 31st January 2018. So in A, we need to provide consolidated data, ISNI code in not required, name of the share consolidated. The full value of consideration is total sell value, cost of acquisition is cost of buying, the purchase cost again same because we are not taking fair value here. Total expenditure done while trading, total deduction is cost plus expenditure, and now balance is capital gain. In B, we need to provide separate detail for each transaction. ISNI code mostly not available for shares but available for mutual fund. If not available, please write IN not available. Name of the share, here I am writing ABC. Number of shares 10. Selling price was 200 per share. Then full value of consideration is total sell value 2000. Cost of acquisition is buying price, purchase price. Then fair market value per share is 150. Then total fair market value will be 1500. So for the calculation of capital gain, we need to take higher value of actual cost and fair value. So from 1000 and 1500 is higher. So I'm taking 1500. Expenditure incurred for trading 10. Total deduction is higher value plus expenditure. Now the capital gain. Save the file and upload the CSV template here. If you face any issue while filing, click on need help and confirm. Now click on other source head. The first is dividend and interest income. This will automatically reflected from your AIS. Click on this dividend and edit button. First is dividend. This dividend from Indian company 1970. As we have also dividend from US company as per our earlier example in form 67. I have given link of that video in description. So here I am adding 8100. So total amount is 10,070. Now click on the save button. And the next is interest. It will automatically populate from your AIS. Please cross check this data with AIS. If you have interest from foreign company, then click on this and click on edit button and add the interest from where you have. Go for 10 directly. Information about other sources. In information section, we need to provide backup of our other source income quarterly wise. Otherwise, the error will occur. The second is for 1 AI. Here I am writing in fourth quarter and confirm. Now click on CYLA head. This is for set off of current year losses. If you have current year losses, this will automatically set off. Go down and confirm. And the next is BFLA. Schedule BFLA for brought forward losses. Last year I have capital gain loss of 40,000. Okay, which is brought forward this year. Total 39,168. This is set off against my capital gain income of this year. If you want to take the benefit of set off, please mention your capital gain, profit and loss every year. Now click on compute set off and continue. The next is CFL. The CFL for the losses carry forward in future years. The losses which cannot be set off in this current year, the remaining amount of loss will carry forward next year. Click on compute set off. Next is schedule special income. As per example, we have foreign income called as a special income. The income chargeable under DTAA, this is automatically populated 8100 rupees. Check and then click on confirm button. Next is schedule 80D, the section 80D for medical insurance. The first one is your family and second for your parents. If you are senior citizen, select yes. Here I am selecting no. Provide the details. For senior citizen parents, click on yes. Health insurance amount, preventive health checkup and medical expenditure. In senior citizen case, we can claim regular medical expenditure if payment was done online. Click on the save button and confirm. The next is schedule 6A. ATC will be automatically populated from your form 16. If you have done any extra investment, click on edit button and add the investments. This is section 80D. This will automatically populate from schedule 80D. At the start of filing, if you forgot to answer regarding deduction, you can add here. Click on the add button, select the deduction. So this is the NPS scheme contributed by employer. It is allowed 10% of your basic salary. Then click on the add. If you want to add another, this is a contribution to NPS scheme by the employee and add. Like here I added this 2 deduction. You can add more deduction if you forgot earlier. Click on the confirm button. ATTTA. Click on add. In ATTTA, we need to claim deduction on interest on saving bank account. The maximum limit is 10,000. If you write here 10,000, the actual eligible amount automatically reflect, cross check and write the actual amount. If you are eligible for any other deduction, please fill the detail, then click on save button, click on confirm button. The next is FSI, schedule foreign income. As we have dividend income from foreign company, add detail here. Here I am filling the same details as our form 67. Click on the edit button, the country code, United States. And the next is taxpayer identification number. If you don't have this number, mention the passport number. Here I am using a dummy passport number. Head of income is other source. Since dividend income covered under other source income. Dividend in rupees 8100. Tax paid outside India 2025 in INR. Tax payable under normal provision in India rupees 1215. As we calculated earlier in video of form 67. The article number 10 is apply on dividend with US as per DTAA. Then click on the save button and confirm. And the next schedule is tax relief under section 90, 90 and 91. This all data will come automatically. Here you need to answer fourth question, whether any tax paid outside India on which tax relief allowed in India has been refunded by the foreign tax authority during this year. Here I am clicking on no and confirm. And the next schedule is foreign assets. It is very important. In this, we need to declare all foreign assets received till 31st December 2022. Click on the add button. Here you need to select type of financial assets. I am selecting third one, details of foreign equity. Before filling this, we will understand the calculation of foreign assets in Excel. Here I am taking example of Microsoft company. Address of company is this, zip code is this, and nature of entity. This is a company listed on stock exchange. Here you need to check your entity is whether company or LLP or it is listed on stock exchange or not. As we know in this, we need to declare all foreign assets received or purchased till 31st December 2022. So here in example, 10 shares received on 9th February 2021 and 10 shares received on 4th February 2022. And this is the purchase price per share in dollar. So this is the max price per share in the year 2022. Since we all know US follow January to December financial year. So this is the closing price per share at the 31st December 2022. Now the total investment value in dollar. This is the total purchase value. This is the maximum value and this is the closing value of our investment. So in this case, we receive $100 as dividend on 20 shares. So dividend is $5 per share. So it will be $50 for both entries. Now we convert all dollar value in INR by using telegraphic transfer buying rate of SBI. For investment, purchase price, maximum price and closing price, we need to take rate of same day. And for income, for example, dividend and interest, rate of last day of immediate preceding month in which we have received income. For example, we received dividend in the month of December, we will take the rate of 30th November. So these are our telegraphic transfer buying rate for different dates, which I am using for the conversion. Like for the initial value is buying value. On 9 Feb 2021, buying rate is 72 per dollar. So the total purchase value is 1,75,831. And the peak value on 4 Jan, dollar value is rupees 73.64 per dollar. And closing value is 31st December 2022, 82 rupees per dollar. At dividend received in month of December, so we took the last day of the preceding month, it is 81 rupees per dollar. So I converted all data in INR. Now we go back to our schedule FI for filling the data. You need to click on add details. Here I already filled, hence clicking on edit. What type of foreign assets you have? On that basis, you have to select the nature of financial assets, country name, name of entity, address, zip code. The main thing is nature of entity. You need to check here whether it is company or LLP or whether it is listed or not. And mention here, in my case, company listed on stock exchange. Date of acquiring is buying date. Initial value of investment is total purchase value. Peak value is maximum price of investment during the calendar year 2022. The closing value of the investment, this is the investment value on 31st December 2022. The dividend value, we have dividend income from foreign assets in INR 4050. In our example, I haven't sold any shares, so I am writing here 0. If you sell that shares, mention the sell value of that shares. Then click on the save button. And in the same manner, I did the second entry and click on the save button and confirm. Next schedule is AMT. This figure will come automatically. Just check and confirm. Next schedule is AMTC. Here also figure will come automatically and click on confirm. Now the next schedule is part B, TI. TI is total income. Cross check with your data. Salary income, capital gain income, other source income, brought forward loss, the special income, aggregate income. If you have current year loss, it will show here and confirm. The next is tax paid. Just cross check with your TDS details in 26AS and click on confirm. The next is part B, TTI, tax on total income. If tax need to be payable, amount will be show here. If any refund is there, it will show here. And we need to answer the last question. If you fall in any one of condition, click on yes. Here I am clicking on yes because I have income from outside India. Then preview the return. Proceed to preview. And proceed to validate. Now validation successful. Click on proceed to verification and then submit your return.
Please like and subscribe my channel for more information on ITR and पर्सनल फिनेंस। एंड जाते जाते हमें कमेंट सेक्शन में ये भी बताइए आपको ये वीडियो कैसा लगा। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग माय वीडियो।